All right. How's it going, everybody? Here's another edition of Back in the Day. Back in my day. What, are we going to stick with Back in my day or Back
I
in
don't
my
know. I
day?
feel like it's like an active debate. It should be like the title should be back in the day / back in my day now.
Yeah, whatever one we say first,
There
I'll
it
throw
is.
it.
Back in day are
Back in
basically
day.
the keywords.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because we've all been watching wrestling a while, but we have different perspectives. We watch things at different ages, have different ideas about how shit went down, how it happened. So,
Yeah, and different thoughts on it. And yeah, I guess that's what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everybody saw the first one. So
Yes.
I'm giving them a nice little intro for each one.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah.
So this is Shane and Dylan, which I think we forgot the first time to say.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I
Johnny's
always forget
off
to say that.
killing zombies right now, so we couldn't really bother him.
It's true.
So, it's two-man.
He's too busy.
Show today.
Yes.
Two-man
two-man
power
show.
trip.
Two-man power
Two-man
trip.
power trip today.
I'm definitely. I'll let you be Stone Cold because I know you don't like Triple H.
Hate Triple H.
I'll be
Thank
Triple H.
God. Smash
Everybody
my
wants to be
coffee
Stone
cup on your
Cold.
head.
I'll be
Dream.
the game. I'll talk like this.
I'll be the guy with a neck injury that had to retire early. So yeah, we're here to review today's Survivor Series 2001 from our different perspectives, which was, of course, the invasion storyline.
The very last one.
The culmination of the invasion storyline.
It was the better version of the Invasion pay-per-view.
Yes.
Because that Invasion pay-per-view was shit. But this pay-per-view was awesome.
I'd like to say, though, for the record, Invasion pay-per-view is still the most bought pay-per-view of all time.
Sure.
It is not a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which is fucking insane.
Because the hype for it was so big,
insane.
and then it just underperformed. Because it made no sense.
Well, it had no stars.
Yeah.
Booker T was the A guy. Like, come on. I like Booker.
Yeah.
But, he's not, the best dude that was in WCW that they could have brought in.
Yeah.
That was some B-grade bullshit.
We can talk about the ridiculousness of the invasion
in general. You know?
Yeah, that could be another back in the day, an entire talk about how they fucked that up.
But, this is basically, the finale of that season of WWF.
And I'll just have to say, I was 9 at the time. So for me, this was real.
Yeah.
For me, I was like, holy shit, there could be no more WWF.
Yeah.
It could be WCW.
Yeah, I was 17, so I mean, it was a little less real.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they just acquired this company.
Yeah.
You know?
See, not me.
I was getting the dirt sheets at the time and stuff, so it was it was one of the, smart kid.
Okay.
In 2001.
I did have a brother 3 years older though, who was like you, who knew it was a bot company, and who to me was like, it's not. No, they're gonna obviously win.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you don't know.
Just because, near the end of the watching the death of WCW, it's they hated each other so much during that time.
Yeah.
It was just. Now I knew that Vince, by that time you understand, Vince is in control of the company. He's not, just some guy, some character. And he won this epic battle against another company, and now he's bought all of their assets. And of course, to me, he's going to make them all look like dog shit for the next 2 to 3 years, right?
Exactly.
Which is exactly what happened. Because Vince never loses. He may appear to lose, but then he will someday gain the upper hand and make you look like an idiot.
Yes.
Usually repeatedly, and there's a high chance that he'll make you kiss his actual ass on
that was
national
a thing.
television.
That was a thing.
So, I mean, while I think it takes a lot of balls to go up against Vince, you have to know that someday you're probably literally going to be kissing his ass, which a lot of the guys on this card did, because, to be fair, when you look at the slate of dudes on this card, none of them were all that big outside of WWE
Sean
at the time.
Stasiak and shit.
The ECW guys were way more bigger stars at the time, and in ECW than the WCW guys that got brought in.
But I would say
you have Raven, and
RVD, who was he was there.
Raven, Lance Storm, RVD, these Bubba and Devon, these guys all became pretty big stars, right? And they were all pretty big stars in ECW. RVD was a 2-year champion, TV champ in ECW. He was a big fucking deal.
Yeah. He's the top guy in ECW.
Yeah, he was a big fucking deal. So it's and the Dudleys were the top tag team. They were a big fucking deal. You had none of the top WCW guys, at all.
But I'll even say though that I didn't really know ECW that much at all. So even the ECW guys that were the top guys to me were nobodies.
Yeah.
I knew more WCW guys who weren't top guys. Yeah. And they were bigger. So that tells you how fucked up.
Yeah.
How much they fucked up.
I did watch the end. ECW was on TV for about a year, I think, before they died for me. And so I did get to know a lot of those guys. and they got all the top ECW guys. None of the other guys, like the guys that were left, weren't really worth shit. And in a regular acquisition, those were the guys you would get. Like the Dudleys and Rhino and shit like that. These guys are stars. Rhino's still around.
Rhino's awesome.
Rob Van Dam's still around. Rhino was the last actual ECW champ.
Yeah. Right? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the company went out of business with him.
That's cool. Good for him.
Champ, so.
Question: do you think if all those top guys wouldn't have taken that guaranteed money and they would have found a way to make it work, like Goldberg, Hogan, Nash, all those guys, they would have came over, do you think they still would have made them look like idiots? Or do you think Vince... Yeah? You don't think Vince would have...
100%, man. Like, Vince would have made it... Vince would have him lose all the big matches. And, like, those guys don't really care because they're getting paid.
Yeah.
But...
I just think if he would have paid them that money to bring them in, I don't know if you want to make them look like dummies to use all that money.
He's done it before. I mean, he paid Eric Bischoff for like 3 years to be like the GM and just made him look like an asshole almost every single week. Like,
you don't think Bischoff enjoyed that though?
Of course
Bischoff
he did.
Loves being an
Bischoff was getting paid because Bischoff.
But he loves being an asshole.
Bischoff loves getting paid.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would stand naked on Fifth Avenue for a solid check. I mean, like whatever, man.
I will hype though. His book's pretty good if you want to get it. Bischoff's book.
Yeah.
Have you read it?
I don't really like Eric Bischoff.
It was a good book though. Like his whole the idea of how he just loved owning businesses.
Yeah.
And the way he built himself up is Cash for Controversy or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a good book.
If I find it secondhand, I'll pick it up. Because I just don't want to give him.
I can give it to you.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that because I don't want to give Eric Bischoff money.
No, fair enough.
But
yeah, we'll get back into it here.
But yeah, the alliance. I mean, wasn't really that star-studded.
Well, it was just WWF 2.0.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It was like the B guys of WWF were guys that they slid over. It was almost like a brand split, Like
oh my god, yes.
It was like a Raw versus SmackDown.
That's a good way of saying it.
All this is on the line, but you kind of feel like, it's kind of watered down, isn't it?
If you look at the roster, it was Alliance with Stone Cold, Shane McMahon, Kurt Angle, Booker T, and Rod Van Dam.
Yeah.
2 guys weren't WWE guys
at all. And Booker showed up like really right at the end of WCW. In their last real push and became a main eventer.
And he was their last champ.
He was, yeah. And so, I think it was it was nice that they had Booker T. He was one of the bigger guys. But when you think of WCW, you don't naturally think of Booker T. till about, 7th, 8th, 10th on the list. There's a ton of bigger guys.
He was Harlem Heat for the biggest part of his career,
And, Harlem Heat was dope tag team, too. And,
Stevie Rich.
His flipping top rope leg drop thing was awesome.
I gotta look that up.
It's really good. I loved Booker T, but he was just if that was the best you had, man, it seemed kind of lame.
Yeah.
The guys who were truly talented in WCW had already jumped ship, even Jericho.
The Radicals.
And the Radicals were already all over here. Mm-hmm. So it was you felt like the war had already been won except for the paperwork.
True.
For a large part. The invasion already happened. It just happened in free agency. Big Show too. Big Show was a huge guy in WCW, huge main event guy.
Yeah,
and
the Giant.
He just left as a free agent and came over and started a big main event program over WWE too. But it was all their big dudes had left unless you were counting Nash Hall, Hogan, Sting,
Macho
Flair, Macho Man. But I mean, Macho Man was pretty much done.
Flair
and Sting were pretty much done. Yeah. If you saw the last Nitro with Flair and Sting trying to wrestle in the main event. That shit was sad, man.
For sure.
They were just 2 old men bumbling around. And it was everybody, that was kind of why WCW failed. They kept pushing old men who were obviously past their point. Past their expiration date. So it's I'm not saying that everybody should have come in and wrestled in main events, but it would have been nice to have the star power.
It would have changed it for sure. I think it definitely would have been different.
It all just felt very watered down. And
it would have felt bigger.
It just, if you're going to do it right or don't do it. Just don't do it. And then they had all these extra titles, too. And also watered everything down. I forgot that Edge was the U.S. champion.
Yeah.
And that they had the WCW tag titles and all this stuff. I mean, it really was like a brand split. There were 2 versions of everything.
Yeah.
There were 2 mid-card belts. There were 2 heavyweight belts. There were 2 tag belts, And still no women's titles, hey? Whatever. There is a...
Yeah, there was a women's title.
Yeah, there was a WWF women's title.
Yeah.
I don't think WCW even had one, honestly.
No, they threw it in the trash.
No, they threw WWF in the trash. Yeah. But I don't think they even, if I remember, they didn't have a women's division at the end at all.
No.
And if they did, I totally don't remember who was in it.
Alundra Blaze was the only one, right?
Jesus, she was old by then too.
Yeah.
But like Trish, at least Trish winning this 6-pack women's challenge. At least they put the right person over. But anyway, let's start with the start.
Let's go to the matches here.
So like Lance Storm, Just Incredible Raven, VCW fame versus
Albert.
Prince Albert?
Yeah, Albert.
Oh damn.
Scotty
Tuati and Spike Dudley.
Why I don't know why Spike wouldn't Spike be Alliance?
Spike jumped around because he was like underdog, right?
Yeah.
The Dudley Boys kicked him out a few times.
Okay.
He was the runt.
Yeah,
of the Dudley Boys, right?
Yeah, I just assumed he would have been with them, but I guess they could have turned on him.
There were like 8 Dudley Boys in ECW, right?
I did not know that.
Just a bunch of random dudes. One was the guy in the crowd who always held up his son.
That's awesome.
And so like he was like the runt of the litter, so they always kicked him to the curb a lot.
I don't think this match had any implication. It might have been like if you win and you're in, but I don't think it did.
Well, there's nobody else on the rest. They're not in the rest of the card, so.
Yeah, I don't think that match meant anything.
Well,
it was just like a filler match.
At least the ECW guys won, and I always love Raven.
You know what? It might have not even been on the pay-per-view if it says unknown time.
Match.
It might have been a dark match.
That's true. Because the wiki here doesn't have.
It says it. It was probably on Heat with the H.
There you go.
Indicates the match was broadcast prior to the pay-per-view.
There you go.
Sunday
so it's
night
on Heat, and no video of this exists.
Yeah. So the first match was technically Christian against Al Snow for the European Championship.
Wow.
Christian won.
All the things. I don't know how Al Snow was still,
relevant.
Fighting and relevant.
It was head. It was head, man.
And Christian being part of the alliance, again, doesn't make any damn sense. He made all
was never in WWF.
He made all of his
WCW.
Yeah, all of his bread in WWE.
Yeah.
There was no reason for him to do that.
Yeah, it should have been Edge. Edge would have made sense.
Edge would have made a little bit of sense, for Christ's sakes. So, like, Christian, always nice to see him kind of have a single run. But the European title was, like, sadly underutilized.
It was a weird title, man. It was a weird title that they had.
I honestly think it was. I remember when it was created. It seemed like they just made it to give Shawn Michaels something to do for a while.
Okay.
Because he had it, he won it, and he had it for like a year or some shit. And he like never defended it, and he just wore it around.
Weird.
And it was weird. It just kind of bounced around and then disappeared. It was one of the weirder.
It's kind of like the UK title right now.
Yeah, it was like one of the weirder, sillier titles I ever had. Never had any consequence to it.
Yeah, it was just a belt, man.
They had too many belts at the time. Man.
Yeah.
Like way too many, and then they added all the WCW belts.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no recollection of this match.
No.
Who cares?
Don't care. William Regal and Tajiri, amazing.
Tajiri is great.
Tajiri is great. William Regal and him had amazing chemistry.
Yeah, that's true. Like, the weirdest thing you could say of two people,
You wouldn't think of, but there's still, when Tajiri came back for his short run earlier with the Cruiserweights, him and William Regal were posting pictures up on Twitter and stuff.
That's awesome.
Of like, hey.
Yeah,
and like
the
this,
green mist and the spider.
And stuff. Like, they just that great. William Regal is one of the most underrated dudes of all time, man. Like, he's so fucking entertaining, and you wouldn't expect it.
He's a man's man.
Just looking at him, but like, the dude can talk and go, and he's freaking great. Great. And
so I'll have to say I never liked him, though. Because I was a kid, and
of course,
he was a guy you weren't supposed to like.
But even before, like, his lumberjack shit, he was great in WCW and stuff. Like, he was always solid.
He made Goldberg look like an idiot, which is awesome.
Yes. That was one of my favorite times.
Oh, yeah.
But William Regal beating Tajiri in a match that also seemingly has no consequence because it was 3 minutes.
Yeah, and it was a singles match, so that meant nothing.
It meant nothing, so good job, William Regal. Going over.
This match did, though. Edge against Test. I remember this match, so I do remember this match. It was for the U.S. and Intercontinental titles.
Yeah.
It was to unify them, and it's basically... So what happened at this pay-per-view was if you won your match and you had a title, I mean, no matter what team won, you were safe.
Yeah.
You got to go over.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think Edge won with like a roll-up.
Yeah.
It was a very, like, Test was pissed when he lost.
Test sucks.
Really? You don't like Test?
Sucked. Sorry.
Best theme music ever. Test. This is a test. He was great in TNA, though. You gotta give him that.
I don't remember him.
No. TNA, the tag team.
The tag team.
Yeah.
The tag team, yes, that is true.
He was Canadian, so you gotta give him props for that. And
he's
dead, so
one of my least favorite Canadian wrestlers. Sorry, rest in peace, Test.
Yeah, no, fair enough. To be honest, I did have his action figure, though. I'll give you that.
You gotta take a picture of that and jump.
Yes, I'll have to do it.
But
yeah, it was a good match. Edge get the win.
Yeah, Test was just limited. I felt like they just threw him out there too early, and then he just never learned. You know, he's kind of like Cass. You could do like a big boot.
Oh my god, man! Holy shit! Yeah, he's identical to Cass.
He's exactly the same with Cass. I hope Cass is better personal habits, let's say.
Yes,
So
yes,
that he
true,
lives.
yeah. Fair enough.
But like they always will have a guy like Test or Cass for sure, and it's
Yep.
just kind of how much they
A big man.
go for it themselves, But yeah.
But I
But,
guess we'll skip that the next match just so we can talk about that battle royal,
Oh, yeah.
immunity battle royal, because I don't think Tess was supposed to be in it. He wasn't supposed to be in it. I think
Yeah.
Tess beat up like Scotty Too Hottie.
Yes.
And then
or
took his
something like
spot.
that, yeah.
Um,
Maybe that was the I don't know, because it could have been the opening match to get into the battle royale, right? Like the dark match on Heat.
it's very possible we can see who the people were.
Yeah, Ravens.
Sean Stasiak, the Hurricane, Perry Saturn.
Yeah, I think it was.
DDP. That's
Oh,
a
wow.
shame that he
That was bitch.
wasn't in a high profile match.
Chuck Palumbo.
Chuck
Oh my
Palumbo,
god.
Funaki, Hugh Morris.
A lot of these guys are neutral, which I think is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like Hugh Morris, big WCW guy. Chavo, big WCW guy, obviously.
Yeah. Bradshaw,
Taz,
yeah.
Taz is neutral.
Yeah.
Like, come
Oh, they
on.
said neutral? Oh, there actually was neutral.
There's neutral guys.
The fuck's
yeah.
that? Oh, okay.
So, like, I don't really get that.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
At all.
I guess they were like, I just want to be a part of anything.
Honestly, like, I could have picked 10 dudes off that list to win that were not Test, for God's sakes. Like,
they
Taz,
need to
for
keep
instance.
Test, man. No, he's neutral, though. It didn't matter if he won or not, apparently.
Well, he should have just won that.
So I don't know why he was in the match.
Like, nobody's neutral back then. You came from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly,
It's
yeah.
like it's like a fucking virgin birth. Like, these things don't happen. Like, it's like he came from nowhere.
Yeah, yeah. He just
parts
appeared.
unknown.
Yeah,
Like,
parts
for fuck's
unknown.
sakes, like, these guys came from somewhere, man. Like, and generally everybody on this card came from one of 3 companies, right? So
They had to have.
just
There was no other really
identify
other
it.
place to come
just
from.
identify it. Well, there was Takamichinoku was around at this time.
Yeah, but he wasn't just a WWF guy.
Yeah, he came from Japan.
Oh, okay.
He's big in Japan. He's like one of the biggest dudes around then. But he was a junior, so never really.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's why they started the junior title, was basically just for him.
The light heavyweight.
Light
Yeah.
heavyweight. Like, didn't work out.
Kai and Tai were the best.
I did love talking. He's still around, man.
Funaki, man.
Still
Funaki's
doing-
still around for commentary.
Yeah.
And
he's the
Takamichinoku. Yeah.
So, moving on.
Great match. Dumbest ending ever.
What? Dudley's Hardys?
Dudley's Hardy's steel cage match.
Yes.
Do you remember this one?
Yes, I think so.
Do you remember how it ended?
No.
So it's that dumb rule where it's like both guys have to clear the cage first.
Oh, yeah. That they just pulled off with the Hardys and
yeah.
Cesaro Sheamus.
Which, let's be honest here, if that's the case, I would just let one of the other guys' tag team members leave and then
Yeah.
just beat the fuck. Because it was also, you could win by pin.
Yeah.
So what happened was Matt Hardy climbed the cage, got out. Jeff climbs the cage at the top. There's a table in the ring. Devon goes and lays on the table.
That's
And
right.
Bubba's like, go for it. And Matt's like, no. And Jeff's like, fuck it. Does it. Misses it. Pins him. They lose. Why you don't have to pin both guys, who knows? But yeah. And that kind of led to Jeff and Matt separating.
I would say pick a stipulation. Either
God.
escape or pin.
Something.
Having them be both is really dumb.
Oh, man.
Or just have it be one person escapes and you win.
Yes.
Have all
just,
these things because they
yeah.
contradict each other.
or if it's going to be both have to escape, making eliminations.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just dumb.
Something.
It's just dumb.
Something.
Yeah. But it was a good
I
match.
agree.
It was a good match. It was a good match.
I find steel cage tag matches are kind of a shit show because like it's really clunky and small,
Yeah.
and it's like you can't go outside.
Yeah.
There's 4 guys in the ring, and like it just.
I'm
It's
pretty
funky,
sure
man.
this one was a tag though, where it was like it wasn't 4 guys in the ring. I think you had to.
How would you
in
even enforce that? Though?
I
Because,
don't
it's,
know.
It's more contradictions. It's all it is. It's more
It makes
contradictions.
No sense. But I feel like I have a memory of guys like in between the ropes and the cage.
Oh man, that's the dumb.
I could be wrong. I
It
could
would
be wrong.
make total sense. Honestly, it's like the dumbest shit, but it could
Yeah.
make total freaking sense.
But the Dudleys won, so the
Yeah.
Alliance won the tag team belts.
Alliance won the tag team belts again. Like the Dudley Boys, WCW tag team champions.
Yep.
Never been in WCW in
Yeah.
their whole freaking career.
ECW though.
Like, why wasn't any of the ECW titles on here?
Did they
is my
have?
question. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they only
Not until
had.
the revived
Yeah.
WWE ECW.
ECW was just about just hardcore shit.
Yeah.
That's just fucking.
Well, they had like the world title, tag title, and TV title. In
Okay.
ECW.
Okay.
So
Oh, so they didn't have tag titles.
Yeah.
It just becomes more and more belts, man. It was mainly just about WCW, really,
It was.
right?
WCW probably like their belts had more prestige because they had like the big gold belt, which was the NWA belt,
Mhm.
and like that's Like, one of the big belts in wrestling history.
I love that belt. It's my favorite belt.
Me too. And their U.S. title was pretty prestigious too. Okay, they had a system where like if you were the U.S. champ, you were automatically the number one contender to the world title.
Makes sense.
So it always had like upper mid card dudes having it. They almost never tarnished it. Like it was always that stepping stone, top tier, top of the middle tier kind of belt.
It was ugly as fuck though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so bland.
It's just that square. It kind of looked like the Intercontinental title. So.
Yeah, but I feel like it was even more. I don't know. It wasn't that great.
Their belts weren't very good. Their
Except for the
WCW
WCW belt.
Yeah,
the
world title was great. But like, I think their titles had more prestige, than the ECW titles.
I believe that
for sure.
Oh
ECW
yeah, 100%,
titles were like the kind of like rock and roll, bingo hall titles, and Vince didn't want to promote that shit.
Very
like their world title had prestige, but by the end they were trading it like between people and shit, like Mike Awesome and like
Mike Awesome
was like the guy to dethrone Taz and shit. It was just like it got a little low end by the end there.
How has the Miz's name ever been Miz Awesome?
Because they don't want to conjure up that fucking mullet guy.
But yeah, I don't know. 6 women pack challenge. Don't remember that. Trish won. Good.
Yeah, go Trish.
Was an elimination, right? No, 6-pack challenge. It was just.
Yeah, I don't even remember how that ended. But again, like you look at this, look at the roster. It's Trish, Lita, Jacqueline, Mighty Molly,
Jazz,
Jazz, and
who the
Ivory.
fuck's Jazz?
Black chick. She went in the Hall of Fame.
That's Jacqueline.
No, Jazz. There's different ones.
Yeah, but I'm saying Jacqueline went in the Hall of Fame. I don't remember Jazz going in the Hall of Fame.
They're 2 different people.
I know, but I just don't. Doesn't work when you.
No, yeah, like all of them were WWF people.
Yep.
Like, none of them,
This chick's in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I remember. I just didn't.
Yeah. But like they're all WWF people.
Yep.
Like there's no WCW women.
Or even ECW, really, right?
Yeah. ECW didn't have a ton of women.
That's hilarious.
ECW women did get involved and beat up, but it was like more like Lucha.
Okay.
Where it was just like they were fair game if they were out there kind of thing. Like if they started crap, then it was fair game.
It's like lacrosse when the goalie comes out, you can just hit him.
Oh god, Tommy Dreamer's wife got like almost killed 3 or 4 times. Like spiked pile drivers through tables and like just those two were like in for the business, man. Like but it was yeah.
What was,
there was no Tommy Dreamer on this card. I feel like there should have been.
He was in the inaugural Battle Royal.
Oh yeah,
but WCW only had Nitro Girls. I don't think they had wrestlers.
That's true.
They just had Nitro Girls.
Yeah. I think they did on and off. They never took it seriously.
No, yeah.
Like I think they might have had women from time to time, but no, it was never a serious thing. Like it never really has been, like till now.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. I mean, Lita and Trish did have genuine matches.
They had a main event.
Yeah.
They main event.
Yeah, they were the first ones to main event Raw.
Yeah, that was a pretty big deal, and I remember that
huge deal.
Pretty good.
It was a good match. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that was really like things start and then they stop for a few years usually, and then they pick back up, right? So
well, they're kind of reverting back to just shit matches. At least like the women's revolution kind of went downhill recently. They're still getting big matches, but they're still getting a lot of multi-woman matches and shit.
I think we need a little Asuka.
Yes, 100%. But anyways, main event.
Yeah, main event. The Survivor Series match that is
Team WWF
90% WWF
against Team WWF. Yeah. So before
just the way Vince liked it.
Before we do this one, I think I've asked you this before, but we'll do it for this. What would have been your ideal Team WWF versus Team WCW at the time? If you could pick anybody, hurt, injured, not injured, not in the company, just anybody, what would it have been?
Probably Rock, Stone Cold, for sure.
For Team WWF.
Yeah. Taker. I want to say like Shawn Michaels and Triple H probably.
Okay, good. Yeah,
would be like a good. I mean, that was the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
was those dudes
exactly?
Like if you're gonna have like guys leading the ship, against WCW, then yeah, that's what it's gonna be. For WCW, Hogan, Sting, Flair, Nash and Hall. Hall, I'd say like those 5 guys kind of defined WCW a lot. If you want to get you could have Goldberg too, for sure. Like Goldberg would probably work better. Like maybe Nash and Goldberg, but Nash and Hall are such like tag team.
Yeah,
tag team. But like those kind of dudes, like with all respect to Booker T, not WCW. Not what I think of.
Yeah, there's a reason why he came. He didn't get that guaranteed contract money.
Like,
right?
so, I mean, it just, even Steiner, you know, like, honestly, like, for God's sakes, you could have had Steiner, and it would have been something. I did enjoy that at the time, but the fact that, like, Shane McMahon was on the damn Alliance team.
Oh, it's so dumb.
I mean, so, like, this one ended up being Rock, Big Show, Taker, Kane, which is a pretty fair,
understandable. Yeah.
At the time, especially because Big Show came over.
Yeah.
But Big Show and Jericho really made their names in WCW.
Yeah.
You know? And it would have been a lot better if they had betrayed and been, like, inside.
Well, they did. They did, though. Jericho kind of did.
This, like, at this point, you know? Like, when WCW showed up, all those WCW free agents should have, like, gone back. You know?
Yeah.
And been, like, all inside men.
Yeah.
You know, it would have created this huge rift.
Stone Cold makes sense.
I can see Stone Cold making a little sense. But
well, he was ECW and WCW.
I hated his heel turn, though. His whole alliance.
Even he did.
Yeah. Like, everything sucked.
Dude, that ruined my life. I was 9 years old, and I was like,
Bullshit.
Stone Cold, why?
I was so bored. Like, I just really hated it. So bored.
Yeah.
Like, but Kurt Angle, again, I don't get. RVD,
Made
I
zero
get.
sense.
Shane McMahon always gets in these matches for some goddamn reason. There's, like,
Yes.
so many workers that should be put in there that aren't Shane McMahon. Even though he can do it and pull it off. And
Yeah, but not in a
does
match like
spots and
this.
shit. But not like
Makes
that,
no
man.
sense.
Not like that. Like, or Vince should have been on the other side or something. Or, like, Vince and Shane should have managed the teams,
McMahon on every team.
You know? Like, come on, man.
Why not just get Steph and Linda and let Steve do?
But, like, of course Team WWE is going over.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Even though it would have been so much better if they would have had WCW win and then just run it as, like, WCW Nitro and,
oh, my God.
fuck with
Like,
people.
I think what they wanted to do was buy it and run it as a show, right? But then they couldn't get a TV deal.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, like, that was kind of why everything fell apart.
Yeah.
Like, Eric Bischoff was going to buy them, right? Buy WCW and keep running them, but he couldn't find a TV deal. Yeah, investors and everything.
Yeah, they just kind of got fucked over.
Their TV deal got fucked over, and then there's no money in it without a TV deal.
Yeah, and back then, I mean, like, nowadays, he probably could have, like, got a streaming service or something. Like, it would have worked perfectly,
Yeah. It's like, it would be like TNA right now.
Yeah.
Like,
just keep finding something.
Just keep finding shit. There's always someone that wants to put your shit on TV, right?
Yeah.
But, like, it's kind of a shame because, like, I think that was the best time. Nowadays, we're getting back to, like, a pretty prime golden era of wrestling, I think.
Yep.
But back then was,
no feuds, that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever going to compete, so.
But back then, that was the last time Vince was pushed and pressured to create stuff.
Yeah.
And it came out better than it ever has.
Yeah. And he gave enough creative freedom to everybody to really.
Yeah.
So you got to give credit to a lot of other people, too, right?
But, like, it was the most profitable time in wrestling, and it was because of competition.
Yeah.
And, like,
Exactly.
It was kind of a shame that WCW bit the bullet so hard because, as we can see in the last 10, 15, shit kind of took a dive, man.
Yeah.
Stopped trying, just started making money. And it's easy to make money when there's no competition.
Exactly.
And I just...
Nobody's going anywhere.
New Japan could make it in several years, but,
Yeah, but they'll never threaten.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that. And it's too bad, man. Because, like, if Eric Bischoff had bought WCW and kept it going, and kept all those contracts in place and tried... like, it would have probably been another 5 years at least. Yeah. And it would have just re-kicked the Monday Night Wars again.
Get rid of Russo.
Yeah. That would have been good for him to leave a lot sooner.
But the problem is David Arquette would have never won the title. That was a huge
now we should just do one about the death of WCW and what contributed to it.
Not ready to rumble, that's for sure. But yeah,
Prime
I'll just
example.
do my quick 5. Team WWF.
Yep.
The Rock, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Taker, and Triple H.
Yep. That's a good one.
WCW. I would have went. I wouldn't go Hall and Nash because I'd want them to. I would have had tag team match. Would have had them like.
Oh, I would have put them in the tag.
Yeah,
the tag
so I
title
wouldn't have
match,
put them
sure.
in the five.
They should have been the tag champions.
Yeah.
WCW tag champions.
So I would have won probably Hogan, Goldberg, Flair, Sting, and I would have threw Jericho.
Yeah.
Just because I want Jericho.
Yeah.
So
Jericho's huge WCW.
it would have been. Yeah, it would have worked. Yeah.
That would have totally worked. I like both those teams. And it would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah, exactly.
You can even, I like the RVD being on the Alliance.
Yeah, that's the problem is that but I just...
If you're going to run the Alliance storyline, then I think Rob Van Dam needs to be in there.
Yeah.
Because he was, the greatest thing he's
ever
produced.
They should have did it then 6-on-6.
Well, then it's not a Survivor Series match.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. It's not always 5-on-5.
If it's like the traditional
Oh, okay,
series
fair
match,
enough,
it's
yeah.
always 5-on-5. You can
Well-
do 6-on-6 elimination.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. And I would have thrown Shawn Michaels on the other team.
Yes.
There you go.
That
Shawn
was
on.
I wanted Sean on there too for sure.
Yeah.
He
I
just
never
took
even thought
that.
of Shawn because back then.
He took that dip. He wasn't really around.
Well, I didn't see a lot of him because he retired for how many years, right? Because
Like,
I
I
was
saw-
thinking about that before. Sorry to interrupt you, but DX for me was never Shawn Michaels Triple H.
Yeah.
It was always New Age Outlaws, X Pac, Triple H.
That was what DX was. Shawn Michaels Triple H.
Yeah, for you,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
For me, I
Yeah.
never got that. But
And then the new iteration of that. That's what I was gonna say. Like,
Okay, yeah.
that was the Shawn Michaels I saw. It was like, Iron Man match, kind of dickish heel turn, DX,
Mhm.
Diva, Shawn Michaels.
Yes,
And then Born Again Shawn Michaels.
the short hair soccer mom look Shawn Michaels.
Yes. Born Again Shawn Michaels, my least favorite Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
But he should have definitely had a part in this kind of thing because he was pretty crucial to them surviving.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, like it's the guys who are crucial to survival, really. Like Jericho, ratings guy, Big Show, Hogan, like the guys that are bringing you eyes and bringing you tickets and stuff.
Yeah, they should be.
Those are the guys that should have clashed here.
Yeah.
And like honestly,
It didn't happen.
whichever company won, like the business war,
Yeah.
it should have just been the top guys from each company, and whoever won the business war is who the fuck went over.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that would have been awesome.
They should have just meted the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And just had it been like, yeah,
Bring Bischoff.
of
in.
course they went over.
Yeah.
Because they fucking went over.
Yeah. Because
In
they won.
reality.
Yeah.
Like,
I would
like when you beat your competition and then buy them for pennies, man, you get to make them look like assholes
Yeah.
if you want to.
Yeah.
But he didn't get a chance to make them look like assholes.
Because nobody came.
He was too cheap, basically.
Yeah.
To make his competition look like assholes when he had every right.
And then
it's all he's done his whole bloody career.
Yeah.
Was make these guys look like assholes.
Yeah.
So it was all the creative control, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it was what it is. It was still a good pay per view. You had some
It's-
good matches.
it's memorable
That
again, right?
5-on-5 match was great.
That's what you want is memories and
Yeah.
like shit that's memorable. And back then they did this stuff rather well.
The
because
promo
it was
leading
epic
up.
times.
Promo leading up to that was great. That one scene where it's like they're gonna have that big like just fight in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
And Undertaker's giving that speech, and then that one
Yes.
guy comes in a
Yes.
wheelchair and then stands up. It was so corny.
Taker was awesome as the locker room leader.
Yeah.
of,
Yeah, yeah.
of WWE at the time.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, check it out. It was fun.
It was a good card. I mean,
Yeah.
good times.
It's a good match.
Wrestling was consolidating, and overall it ended up being bad. But at the time, it was very exciting. 'Cause you really even though you knew WWF was probably going to go over in the end,
You didn't if you were 9.
seeing all this shit that you kind of wanted to see for a long time,
Yeah.
like people still interacting, like Booker T being on Raw.
Yeah, it was cool.
Stuff was really cool.
was
Rob
cool when
Van
he
Dam
debuted,
showing up. You're like, you watch these guys and you're like, oh man, what would happen if? And you fantasy book shit when you're a kid, and
Yeah.
then holy crap, it's actually happening.
Didn't happen the way you wanted it, but it happened.
It friggin' happened. You saw it. It was cool. And eventually, honestly, it all happened.
It did, true, yeah.
You know, like the guys did eventually trickle in, and all the big stuff did happen.
Yeah.
Hogan Rock, and like,
Yeah.
all these things. The NWO returned, even though it was terrible. All the things that should have happened just happened slowly.
Yeah,
after.
Goldberg showed up.
Yeah.
Sting showed up super late.
Exactly. Like it all did really happen, but it could have happened sooner. Flair
Yeah.
had another great run after
True, yeah.
Like,
An epic run, Evolution.
and multiple Mania matches after that and stuff. So yeah. I mean, they all came in. Shit all happened. It would have been nice for us as kids
Yeah,
watching this all
Exactly.
evolve if it had happened all at once.
we still got it. Though, but yeah, I just see what you mean. I would have enjoyed it a lot. I still enjoyed it, so I'm.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah.
It was cool, man. Like, it was really cool to see. And just shit you never expected, and then it happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
that was Survivor Series 2000.
Check out the Alliance.
Yeah, check it out. Let us know what you thought. And
KPS.
KPS. See you guys later.